Welcome back, dear students, in our e-learning maths class. Myself, Sheetal Dholi from Gokul Education Society's HL High School English Medium, Oza Township. I am here for Standard 9 Mathematics Part 2 and we are discussing on 5th chapter of quadrilateral. In previous video, already I explained the meaning of rectangle, square and rhombus, also their properties. Along that, we discussed on practice set 5.3. In this video, I am going to explain trapezium, properties of trapezium, and based on that, practice set 5.4. Let's start. Trapezium. When only one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is parallel, then the quadrilateral is called a trapezium. Here in diagram, in quadrilateral ABCD, AB parallel to DC. So we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Here we can observe angle A and angle D. These are the pair of adjacent angle. Similarly, angle B and angle C are also pair of adjacent angle. And in trapezium, pair of adjacent angles are supplementary to each other. Isosceles trapezium. If non-parallel sides of trapezium are congruent. Look at the diagram. Here PS and QR. These are the non-parallel sides. So if the non-parallel sides of trapezium are congruent, then quadrilateral is called as isosceles trapezium. So here quadrilateral PQRS is called isosceles trapezium. Median of the trapezium. The segment joining the midpoints of the non-parallel sides of a trapezium. Midpoints of a non-parallel sides of a trapezium. Then it is called as a median of the trapezium. Again I repeat, the segment joining the midpoints of non-parallel sides of a trapezium. Then it is called a median of trapezium. Now we will discuss on practice set 5.4. See the first example. In quadrilateral IJKL, side IJ parallel to side KL, angle I is 108 degree, angle K is 53 degree. Then find the measure of angle J and angle L. In quadrilateral IJKL, here it is mentioned that IJ parallel to KL. Okay, then angle I is given 108 and angle K is given 53 degree. We have to find the measure of angle L and angle J. Now here already it is given that side IJ parallel to side KL. And LI is a transversal. See here, side IJ parallel to KL, IJ parallel to side KL and LI is a transversal. Then we get angle I and angle L as an interior angle. Therefore, as we know that sum of the interior angle is 180 degree. So here this measurement is 180 degree as interior angle. Now angle I is given a 108. We have to find the measure of angle L equals to 180. Therefore angle L equals to 180 minus 108, which is nothing but 72 degree. Okay, understood everyone? In this way we can find the measure of angle J and angle J. Now again here side IJ parallel to side KL and JK is a transversal. Then we get the pair of interior angle as a J plus angle K equals to 180 degree. Angle J we don't know. We have to find its measurement. Angle K is given 53 degree equals to 180. Therefore angle J equals to 180 degree minus 53. It is nothing but 127. In this way we can find the measurement of angle L and angle J. Okay. See the second example. In quadrilateral ABCD, side BC parallel to side AD, side AB congruent to side DC. If angle A equals to 72 degree, then find the measure of angle B and angle D. Look at the diagram. Here it is given that side BC parallel to side AD and AB congruent to side CD. It is given side BC parallel to side AD and side AB congruent to side DC. This is given. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is an isosceles trapezium. If it is isosceles trapezium, then its base angles are congruent. Therefore, angle A congruent to angle D. Base angles of an isosceles trapezium. But here it is given angle A equals to 72 degree. But angle A equals to 72 degree. Therefore, angle D is also 72 degree. Okay. Now we have to find the measurement of angle B. Now if you observe the diagram, here it is given that BC parallel to AD, and if we consider AB as a transversal, then angle B and angle A, these are interior angles. Now side BC parallel to side AD and AB as a transversal. Then angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degree. Interior angles. Angle A is given 72 degree plus angle B equals to 180. Therefore, angle B equals to 180 minus 72, which is nothing but 108. Okay. In this way, we can get the value of angle D and angle B. Now we will solve the last example of this exercise. See the third example. In quadrilateral ABCD, side BC less than side AD, side BC parallel to side AD, and if side BA congruent to side CD, then prove that angle ABC congruent to angle DCB. Here in diagram we can observe ABCD, it is given in that BC parallel to AD it is mentioned and AB congruent to CD it is given. So here we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is an isosceles trapezium. If it is isosceles trapezium, then its base angles are congruent. So angle A congruent to angle D, as we know that base angles of trapezium, isosceles trapezium are congruent. Now side BC parallel to side AD and AB as a transversal, then angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degree. These are the interior angles. Similarly, BC parallel to AD and CD as a transversal, then angle C plus angle D equals to 180 degree as it is an interior angle. Therefore, from 2 and 3 we can observe their right hand sides are equal. So we equate the left hand side. So angle A plus angle B equals to angle C plus angle D. But angle A and angle D are congruent because these are the base angles. So we cancel these angles. Then what is remaining? Angle B equals to angle C. And angle B and angle C is nothing but angle ABC. See here. Angle ABC congruent to angle DCB. So here we can get that angle ABC congruent to angle DCB. Okay, understood everyone? In this way you have to complete the practice set 5.4. In very soon we will meet again in next video. Thank you.